We are live. Really live.
Is this live? Are we live?
Are we live? Are we live? We are live.
We're never live.
No, we are live. We
Live
actually are.
in person.
For the
We're
first
down
time,
here.
we all made it. We're here. We are live in person in beautiful Arizona. Tomorrow, the Seattle Seahawks, Seattle Seahawks will be taking on
Daniel's Arizona Cardinals.
Daniels-Arizona Cardinals for potentially first place in the NFC West. It's a big game.
And we're gonna
Good
be there.
few potential NFC West championship.
Yeah. What this world has come to.
What this world's come to. Hey
Yeah,
man,
right.
the Birdwatcher Bowl. That's what it is. The
Oh,
Birdwatcher Bowl. I wonder if I do blur background, if that will end up. Will it take you guys out? No, look at that. That's
there we
perfect.
are.
Okay, there we go. So we're back. We're here. We're ready. But we're also back. It's still a regular podcast. Yes, we're all in the same place for the first time ever, which is very, very exciting. Um, but we still gotta give you guys good content. And that means we gotta give you the picks that will make everyone a lot of money if they follow them.
If you
Uh,
follow my picks.
if you follow Rob's picks or
Yeah.
quite frankly my picks if we look at the standings. And then Daniel's also making picks over here if you're interested in those.
He's gonna come back, don't worry.
He's gonna come back.
Come back.
He's gonna go 16-0 one week. He's,
Yep.
he's gonna go 16-0 this week. I actually don't even think there's 16 games.
And he already pushed one of them.
And we are, yeah, I guess 15-0 and 1. 15-0 and 1.
Let's
It's
do it.
happening. We're ready. So, but
Coach
boys,
Prime's down here
Coach Prime's down here.
because Colorado got robbed from the Big 12 title. It was unfair. And I'm down here recruiting these players from Arizona away from Kenny Dillingham, who stole the Big 12 title from me. From the Colorado, they didn't play as many snaps as Travis. Travis should have won us the Big 12 title just because of his snap count.
Does Coach Prime kind of sound like Donald Trump after the 2020 election?
Yeah, I was gonna say, man.
I can't do it, Coach Prime. I just can't.
That's all good. That's all good. I get it. I get it. But we're here, we're live. And let's get it
Stay
right.
tuned. Stay tuned for the Shrine Bowl credentialed interview with Shadur, though.
Oh yes, yes, that will be fantastic. Oh man, are you gonna wear the Coach Prime fit for interviewing
Oh
Shadur?
God, I can't do that.
Yeah, I don't think anyone could. So, anyways, let's hop right into it, boys. We've got last week's games to talk about. The funny thing of it, the funny thing about these later week podcasts is we usually already kind of start to reference how these games went on the college pod that we did on Tuesday. By the way, the CFP bracket reactions will be on next Tuesday's pod,
Oh,
so that'll be fun. That's announced tomorrow, probably while we're on our way to Glendale. But anyways, point being, let's talk about these past week's games first. Starting, of course, with the game we all watched very closely, Chargers Falcons. Um,
I'm
um,
gonna be honest, I didn't watch any of this game.
I know what happened in it, to be clear. To be fair, I should say. Kirk Cousins shat the bed. That's what happened.
Start Mike.
Start Mike. It sounds like that could be happening soon. He threw what, four? I believe he threw four interceptions in this game. One of which was a pick six in a game they lost by four. In Chargers territory, by the way. So, taking points directly off the board and instead giving them to the Chargers. And again, you lose by
Tareem.
four. Yeah, Tareeb still. Rookie. He's playing really well. So rough game for Kirk, rough game for the Falcons. They kind of continue their downward descent.
Mike can't beat Harbaugh, although he has beat Harbaugh though.
That's true. That's true. So,
I don't know what to make of this Falcons team, man. Like
Undefeated.
they've been going on a good run for a little bit of this season. They swept the Bucks this year, so they have that tiebreaker. But I get the sense Tampa's probably still gonna come back
yeah, they're playing much better
and win the
football right
division
now.
They're a
ultimately.
weird team to predict.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've had a really hard time picking Falcons games, man. They're just I don't know what to think of them, man.
Yeah.
Watch them win this week. They're gonna win tomorrow.
Who are they playing tomorrow? Let's
I think
find
they're
out.
playing the Vikings.
Are they playing the Vikings? Oh,
Oh, they're not gonna win.
beautiful. Beautiful.
Purple Chiefs.
Purple Chiefs.
Purple
They are the
Chiefs.
Purple
They
Chiefs.
really are, dude.
They are the Purple Chiefs.
Can't wait to talk about
Steelers, Bengals.
Let's get it over with.
I won't be as long this time. I mean, what is there to say? The Bengals defense sucks. They made Russell Wilson look like prime Russell Wilson. They couldn't cover George Pickens to save their
They
life.
made him look dangerous.
Yeah, Joe Burrow played a great game.
Made him look unlimited.
They made him look unlimited. Yeah, I don't really know what else there's to say. I feel like I've exhausted the angry Bo rants and even the sad Bo rants. I'm just sort of at this point of acceptance where it's like it's over.
Beau goes through the five
The five
stages
stages
of
of
grief
grief.
in one
Yeah.
season.
Just
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
You basically have.
I mean, what are the five stages? I'm in acceptance now.
Anger,
Anger,
denial,
denial, bargaining, depression, acceptance.
Something like
something
that.
like that.
Yeah, I think so. I think anger after the Patriots game for sure. Denial after the Chiefs game and a few others. Bargaining probably was me trying to like see, okay, we can still make it back to the into the playoffs if we do this, trying to find a
Depression was
way.
Ravens.
Depression was Ravens and Chargers. Those back to back were depression. Now I'm just kind of acceptance. I'm done with this.
That's
This
gonna
team.
be a fun short where we clip all your five stages of grief.
The five stages, yeah, the five stages of just find for bargaining because that's probably gonna be the hardest one to find. Just find the clip in one of the episodes where I'm like, they could theoretically win out. That was me bargaining. That was the bargaining stage. Guess what? Since I've said that, they probably haven't won a game knowing them. So Bengals are bad. Joe Burrow's good. Jamar Chase is good. Steelers are gonna win the division. I don't know. Should I dedicate this segment now to Hard Knocks recap? Joe Burrow
Yes.
bought a Batmobile. That's sick. What a guy.
Only good thing to come out of the Bengals this year. And Sam Hubbard.
And Trey
Or
Hendricks.
no,
I mean,
Trey Hendricks.
yeah,
Not
not
Sam
Sam Hubbard. Joe Burrow still is the most aura of any NFL player to ever live. Uh, yeah, I don't know. The Hard Knocks takeaways are at least fun. The Steelers game takeaways are just dumb. Other than that, again, Joe Burrow is still really good. Oh, and Shannon Sharp's an idiot. He continues to say the reason they're losing it should be blamed on Joe Burrow when he's literally
What
got
more
the
can you
he's
do?
literally got the best numbers of any quarterback in the NFL this season. I don't I don't know what else to do. So, yep, we're at the acceptance phase. The Angry Bo Show will become the Hard Knocks Bo Show. Cardinals Vikings. I know you watched this one, Daniel.
Choked.
Dude,
Cardinals choked. Shouldn't have lost that game.
Arizona was doing so well. They were up 19-6. And I was thinking, finally, the Vikings are going to get exposed for the frauds they are. And that's not to say the Vikings are a bad team. That's just to say they're not a 10-2 team. They should not be a 10-2 team. But guess what happened? The Cardinals decided, hey, you know what? We're going to throw a pick. We're going to give the Vikings some more possessions. Vikings come back, they come in within three, and then the Cardinals actually drive down the field. And they're looking good. And you're thinking, hey, maybe they can get a touchdown here. I think they come up on a fourth and short in the red zone, and you're thinking they should probably go for it. Because even if they miss it, Vikings are deep in their own territory. Maybe Arizona's defense comes through. Nope, let's kick a field goal. Let's give the Vikings the ball. Let's leave Justin Jefferson wide open on their next possession on a 4th and 7. And then let's just give him a touchdown. And then let's just throw a last minute pick to end the game once the Cardinals get the ball back.
That was actually Jonathan Gannon in the huddle, by the way. That was all his ideas.
You know, man, this Vikings team, bro, is literally, dude, they are the Purple Chiefs. They are the Purple Chiefs. They're a good team, but they are a 7-5 quality team. They are not a 10-2 team. And I've been saying this for the last few weeks. They're good, but they're not 10-2 good. So I swear to God, if they go 11-2 tomorrow, I don't know what to do, man. They're not that good, man. Either way, no matter what happens, they're gonna lose in the first round because they're gonna have to go on the road
Right.
to play a division winner. They're gonna have to either go to Seattle or Arizona or Atlanta, Tampa, wherever, and they're probably gonna lose that game.
Yeah.
If they can lose to Daniel Jones' Giants, they can easily lose that game. So I'm not worried in the long run, but it's just stupid, man. Like, how do you
What team
how
would
are they
lose to
10
the
and 2?
Giants, man?
Yeah, who would ever lose to the New York Football Giants?
The 13-4 Minnesota Vikings from 2 years ago, who are at home, by the way. They were the home team in that game,
I was
and they
making- I
still
was
lost.
He's making a joke about the
I was making a
Seahawks.
joke about
The
the
Seahawks from earlier this season.
Still, my point stands.
Yes.
Because we're not talking about the Seahawks. We're talking about the Minnesota Vikings and how
We're about to.
fraudulent they always are.
We are about to talk about the Seahawks, so to be clear. But before
But we got to talk about the Colts.
gotta talk about the Colts needing a 2-point conversion
That
to
was
beat the
awesome.
Patriots. Great play, by the way. Anthony Richardson. Fantastic. This is a fun game. Drake May is really
He's
turning New
turning it
England's
on.
offense around, and he's
Yeah.
playing really good football at the moment. He's going to be fun in New
Next year,
England,
the
man.
Patriots are going to be a team to look out for.
Yeah, yeah. This is a fun. I don't know.
Well coached team.
Yeah, well coached. Offense is running well, especially now that they've got a real quarterback in there. Obviously, they weren't able to win in the end. Almost pulled it out. Needed a defense stop there at the end, which they weren't
Come
able to
home,
get.
Jalen Polk.
Yeah, Jalen Polk, right? But I don't know, man. I have a lot of faith in the future of this New England team with Drake May at the helm. He's proven me right. He's proven me right because I was a big Drake May head coming out. I think he's been playing better than Jane Daniels the past couple of weeks.
Hmm?
Maybe not with the maybe not this week being exception because Jane Daniels, did whatever he wanted to do against the frickin' Titans.
Titans.
Yeah, the Shitans. The Shartans. Call them that.
Jalen Polk, you are a Seattle Seahawk.
Yeah, right.
It's pretty clear he does not like being a Patriot.
No.
Hey, he can come to the future New England Patriots.
He'd be a good fit there.
All right. Talking about the Seahawks.
Do it, Rob.
It's time.
This game took like a year off my life. It was an insane game. Three muffed kickoffs actually. One was recovered by the Seahawks. Three muffed kickoffs, and you let up a kickoff touchdown. Fire Jay Harbaugh into the sun. And then 7 plays from the goal line, don't convert once, and there's no QB sneaks there. It's just horrible. However, defense balled out, man. Defense balled out. Leonard Williams with a 92-yard pick six. Insanity. That play I've been watching over and over. Like that was so fun to watch. Defense is just really clicking, and Aaron Rodgers looks bad out there, man. He looks old. But
Mhm.
Jets were coming off a bye, went into MetLife. A lot of revenge storylines with Gino and Leonard Williams, and got it done. Got it done.
There you go.
What's funny is the play before the pick six was like a wide open double move that Rodgers missed to Garrett Wilson. So that was kind of ironic. But that was an absolutely insane game, especially in the first half. Jets didn't score after the first half though.
They did not. They did not. That is true.
But wow, Seahawks can't be normal.
They cannot. Um, Titans, Commanders destroyed them. Titans suck.
What else is there to say?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, Will Levis led passing.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Maybe Drake May
Wow.
has been playing better than Jane Daniels. I know one quarterback that none of us were really a fan of has been playing better than Jane Daniels too. But we'll talk about him when we get to his game.
Uh,
Yeah, he's been playing good, man. Oh, Houston, Jacksonville. Houston's on fraud watch. I think it's time.
They've been on fraud watch, bro. Come on. They literally lost to the Lions despite Jared Goff throwing 5 picks.
Yeah,
and they blew a 16-point lead.
I think at the
Come on, bro.
moment, and I'm not saying this as an argument of actual like quarterback quality or who I'd rather have on my team or who even in totality. This is not a representation of their careers or their seasons in totality. But right now, Bryce Young is playing better than CJ Stroud.
be careful, it's spicy.
I think
That's a
I don't know
sound
I don't know
effect
if I
we
go
need.
that far.
That's a soundboard effect.
right now Bryce Young's playing good ball in Carolina right now, man. He is. He is.
I ain't going that far, man.
CJ Stroud's been rough the
Dude,
past couple
dude,
weeks,
I'm not
man.
going that far. CJ Stroud's at least still going to win his division.
Oh, I'm not talking about
What's
the
Bryce
team.
gonna
I'm
do?
not talking about team quality. I'm just talking about pure quarterback play.
What was Bryce Young doing in the beginning of this year? Nothing.
Riding the bench.
He sucked. He sucked. I'm not gonna lie. I'm saying over the past 3 or so weeks, CJ Stroud has been playing. Or sorry, Bryce Young has been playing better.
I
than
think
CJ
they've
Stroud.
been even.
Let's see. Let's go game by game recap here.
Even.
I think it gives me a game by game splits here. Will give me like last five. Oh, here we go. Last five. Here we go. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. 60% completion, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, 3 picks, 83.4 rating. Remember that. 1,000, 6.3, 6.3, 83.4.
Look at the draw Oregon's gonna get.
Ooh, that's interesting, actually.
Ohio State, Tennessee.
Oh, wow. Is that confirmed?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Lost 5. Okay, he's got more yards, less touchdowns, more picks, worse passer rating over the last
And
5.
then Notre Dame probably wins both of those games.
Probably. Yeah, Notre Dame's
I
probably
think
got a good
Notre
route
Dame.
to the
I think
Final
Oregon.
Four.
I think Notre Dame matches up well against
Yeah.
Oregon.
I mean, CJ Stroud's thrown for more yards and he's worse than every other stat.
Okay, cool.
I'm just saying, that's what I'm saying right now. I'm not saying in totality. I would still rather have CJ Stroud. I'm just saying right this very second, Bryce Young is playing better than CJ
Ask me
Stroud.
the same question next week, and I'll give a more definitive
I was
answer.
gonna say, man, I will say too, Houston's still gonna win their division because the Colts suck.
Right.
So congratulations,
And so do
Houston,
the
on
Jags and
bumbling your way to a
Titans.
division win and
Yeah.
like, losing in the wild card round.
And speaking of the Jags and Houston, dirty hit.
Oh yeah,
That was
Yeah.
bad.
dirty
Yep.
hit.
And Aziz Al-Shaair like going off after the NFL upheld
And
the
he's posting Joker pictures on
Yeah.
Instagram or
Yeah,
Twitter.
dude, that nah, man, that's
Yeah.
And both his coach and GM was saying they shouldn't be suspended. That was bad luck, man. That was bad. I get going to bat for your players, but that was a really bad
ah,
one.
Yeah.
But yet again, Jaguar fans throwing shit on the field again. They've done it so many times.
It's
They
their
need to
favorite
stop throwing
pastime.
shit on the field.
It's their favorite pastime in Jacksonville, I guess.
I remember when Quentin Jefferson almost ran up in the stands.
I remember that too. That was crazy. That was the Saxonville year.
That was, yeah.
Let's see here. LA, New Orleans. I don't know.
this game.
Stinky.
It was boring.
Stinky.
This game was boring.
It was
I don't
blah.
know. Yeah. Leading passer is Derek Carr with 184 yards. Saints actually kind of controlled the first half,
They
but they were
did.
only able to get field goals out of
Yeah,
it.
the
And
Saints
then,
kind of, and then Taysom Hill got injured in the second half.
yeah,
And there goes
they
their
lost
entire
a lot.
offensive identity.
I was gonna
Yep.
say, man, that
It's funny how we've come back around to Taysom Hill. I remember 2020, Taysom Hill was all the rage, and then for a few years we forgot he existed, and now he's all the rage again.
yeah, the Saints just don't want to let him go.
No.
He really has been their identity though since Drew Brees' retirement. Like he's the only reason their fans have get any excitement these days.
Yep. Alvin Kamara still a good run game by him, 100
Yeah.
yards.
Even Kamara, man, he was really good a few years ago, and he's
Mm-hmm.
just kind of hung around.
He's getting older, running back.
Yep.
Man.
Tampa, Carolina.
This game was
Overtime.
fun,
This was very fun.
and Baker was injured. If Baker was healthy, they probably win by more. But good to see Carolina actually be competitive.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty fun.
That was a fun one.
If Carolina makes 2 more field goals, they probably win this game.
If
Eddie Pinheiro did not have a good
Chuba
game.
Hubbard doesn't fumble in field goal range,
Yep, that too.
and OT. Yeah.
Yeah, Carolina really they kind of tried to lose this game, but they were competitive, man.
Bryce Young got robbed. He should have had
He
a
did.
he should have a win over a playoff team under his belt now.
No, he did. He was really good.
Yeah, he played a great game in
But
that one.
Tampa and Atlanta tied for the playoffs now.
Yep, both 6-6, I think. Yeah, both 6-6, I
Thanks
believe.
Bucks are getting
thanks for
healthier.
not making us the worst division.
There you go. Philly Baltimore, not as entertaining of a game as I have a take about Baltimore here.
Justin Tucker's washed.
That is very true. But my Baltimore take actually is that their offense is not as good as everyone thinks it is, but their defense is also not as bad as everyone thinks it is.
Interesting.
Their 2 games against the Bengals have made it seem that way. That is my take. And yes, I know I'd circle.
I don't know, man.
I circle
The
everything
Ravens
back to the
defense has not been very good.
I cir-
Maybe it's because we're thinking about last year's Ravens.
I know I circle everything back to the Bengals, but I truly believe if they didn't have those 2 games against the Bengals, we would not think of as highly of their offense, nor as poorly as their
I don't know,
defense.
man.
Because their
Their
defense
defense-
hasn't played that bad in a lot of these games.
I think we're just remembering last year's defense.
I don't think their defense has been horrible in
But
most of these
speaking of
games.
defense, Cooper, the Dijon,
Dijon.
that tackle on Derrick Henry.
Oh,
my
it's
goodness.
incredible. It was
Oh my
incredible.
goodness.
Cooper
And
DeJean,
speaking
man.
of white things,
Speaking of white things, yeah.
Dude.
the
Nice.
Niners Bills.
Oh, that was a
snow game.
segue. That was a segue.
Segue.
You were worried for a second, but I saved it.
If you guys don't mind, I was gonna give one more
Oh,
point
yeah,
about
go
the
ahead,
Ravens.
yeah.
So the way I kind of see the Ravens right now, I think they're still a really good team. They do really well against bottom feeders and the mid-tier teams, but I think against those upper echelon teams like Philly, like Detroit, like Buffalo, Kansas City, I think those are the teams they really struggle with.
They did
And
destroy
honestly,
Buffalo earlier.
and honestly, that's true, but I feel like if they match up now, it might be a little bit different. Pittsburgh, honestly, is probably going to sweep the Ravens this year. I
Yeah.
think Steelers
Which
are
they
a bit of
usually do.
Steelers are a bit of a dark horse right now.
Mm-hmm.
As for Philly, man, game on. Good team. Saquon should be MVP.
He should be.
It's going to be a nice race to the finish with him.
Yeah, he's.
I would not want to go to Philly in
incredible.
January.
Yep, he's been incredible. Yeah, it's a good thing the Lions are on pace to get the 1 seed because
I just want that 1 seed just to get guys back, man. I don't even care about the bye itself. I just want the guys to rest.
hmm hmm
And,
Sounds like you care about the bye.
actually, no, what I did mean to, I do care about the rest itself and like the bye. I guess what I meant is like I don't necessarily care if we have to go on the road
Okay.
against Philly or like play them at home. That I don't really care as much about. I just want it for the sake of getting guys back
hmm
and just having guys rested for the playoffs. Because if they're playing too many games, it's gonna be a
Yeah,
lot for those
they
guys.
they've been beat up. They've been beat up, especially on defense.
And we'll talk about that more when
Yeah.
we get to a few games from now.
Yep. San Francisco, Buffalo.
This game is fun to watch, dude.
I
Yeah, if you're a
loved it.
Buffalo fan, it was
It was,
super fun to
it
watch.
was, it was fun,
If you're a Niners fan, it's probably pretty depressing. But
man.
Josh Allen with one of the plays of
We're
the
gonna be seeing
decade.
that. We're gonna be seeing that for years
Oh
and
yeah,
years and years
Oh
that
and
play is
years.
gosh,
iconic.
as a Josh Allen fantasy owner, I was
Just the
very happy
the
with that.
framing of that play,
And
the
Chris
angle they got
Collinsworth,
on that
bro.
dive.
Chris
Oh,
Collinsworth had the audacity to compare that Josh Allen play to Travis Kelce. So stupid, man.
I've never seen that work for Travis Kelce like that.
No.
And of course, Chris Collinsworth gets to commentate the Chiefs tomorrow night.
Yeah, right.
I bet he's excited.
Oh, of course he
It's
is.
like an early,
So it's
early Christmas
I
present.
hate how Buffalo makes their fans shovel. It's like you can pay them. Come on.
I was gonna say, man, that's
They play. Oh yeah, it's Chiefs Chargers.
dude.
I
If I,
just
if I was a
remembered.
Bills fan going to a game, I would have shovel.
No, hell no.
Yeah, exactly.
Chiefs Chargers. That's right. I was trying to remember who Sunday Night Football was.
But that game is what it looks like one day. Window is slammed closed.
Yeah, the Niners shirt might be done, especially with having to play Brock here soon.
McCaffrey getting out for a year.
Yep. That's tough. McCaffrey to come back, actually play really well for a few games, and then to be out for the season right after. And Jordan Mason also going to be on IR, so also out, basically out for the
Isaac
season.
Guerrero, baby.
Isaac Grendo time, baby. I picked him up in fantasy. Heck yeah. Um,
Of course he did.
who else? What else is there to say about the Niners? They're cooked for
Debo
this
was
year.
so fat.
They might come back next year. I don't know. We'll
They
see.
gotta pay Purdy
They
this
gotta
They
time.
pay
got to get
Purdy
Purdy and Kittle and Williams getting and McCaffrey another year or whatever and more injuries.
and more injuries. Yeah, especially McCaffrey with the injuries.
You're already paying Greenlaw.
I was actually telling Rob when we were heading to the airport that I think the Niners will still have a few more good seasons with this core, but their contending window's closed.
Yeah.
Like they'll still probably make the playoffs for a few. They'll get like a few 10-7 years in, maybe win a division or two. But their years of going to the Super Bowl and being a real threat for that, I think, are over.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think the core's getting older. It's injury prone. Kyle Shanahan, I don't think has the same mystique with this team. Brock Purdy's a good QB, but I don't think he's going to be worth the contract he's getting. They're in a bit of limbo right now.
Is Brock Purdy going to be the highest paid quarterback in the league in
That
a
would
couple
be
of
a
months?
mistake.
He
That
probably
would-
will be at least tied with Dak, dude.
Yeah, probably.
Like he's not worth that. He's a great QB, but he's not worth that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
One of my favorite games of the week.
Cleveland, Denver.
That was fun.
I always love watching Cleveland lose.
Most
For one.
entertainest game
James was
ever.
having fun in that game, man.
Yeah.
He played well until the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
always having fun, dude.
That video of him like juggling
Oh,
the
yeah.
ball on the
That was
front.
awesome. That was
Oh
good
man,
content.
he's
right
like
there.
yucking it up on the sideline after a bomb, and then his defense can't stop shit.
Incredible stuff.
National treasure.
Jameis, yeah, national treasure. He's an icon. He's a legend. Um, yeah, I don't know. This game was fun. Bo Nix, I think Bo Nix finished like just above 50% completion, but he had some bombs in there. It was the exact opposite of the Bo Nix scouting report. He had some bombs. He had the one that was just like a frozen rope, like 45 yards from his own end zone that turned into a touchdown to Mims. Like one of, honestly, I'll say it, probably one of the best throws of the year by any quarterback. It was
I hate to
great
admit it.
throw. Um, yeah, I don't know. Nick, again, his completion percentage wasn't great, but Nick's played a good game, man. Against a tough defense, putting up 41 points, that's never easy. Especially when his defense also, I know they're short a couple corners right now, but his defense was rough. Jerry Jeudy had a career game against his former team because, of course,
He's
he
just
did.
gonna stop him.
Yep. So, yeah. But Denver keeps on winning. They're marching towards getting the 7th seed in the AFC. I think at this point the Bengals are pretty much eliminated. Is Denver at how many wins is Denver at?
They're 8-5.
They're 8-5.
They're
Yeah,
very good,
okay.
man.
Yeah, if the Bengals lose one
And you
more, they're
called us
done.
bad team merchants.
Yeah, yeah. If the Bengals lose one more, they are eliminated.
Time for the picks.
Let's go. Actually, we got one more game to talk about.
We do
Oh,
have,
yes,
we do
yes,
have one more
yes.
game to talk about.
How could I forget? I'm fired.
You're fired
You're
out,
fired,
shot.
hot
Green
shot.
Bay,
All
Detroit,
right, give me a
take it
quick-
away.
Is this thing on?
Yeah, it's
This
on.
thing on? Oh, let's go.
This is live.
This mic is heavier than I thought it would be. No, but honestly, I want to go down the list on a few things, boys. Are you ready for
I'll let
this?
you scoot it. I'll let you take center.
So here we
Right.
go. Out of the last 7 matches between the Lions and the Packers, the Lions have won 6 of them. Undefeated in Lambeau Field. Undefeated in Lambeau Field with some blowout wins in there too. That's pretty impressive stuff. Dan Campbell pretty much owns Matt LaFleur, guys. Every time I see these guys play against each other, Dan Campbell always super aggressive. We always convert our fourth downs on these guys, and Matt LaFleur always looks like he's about to cry. This man literally always looks like he's on the verge of tears every time he plays this Lions team. And I kind of feel bad for him, man. But here's the thing too about the Packers. I'm the one thing I will actually give him a little bit of credit for. And I was telling Rob this earlier too. They're a 9-4 team that actually plays like a 9-4 team. They're actually a pretty good team, and they really should be. They really are the second best team in the division. And I will say, when they play the Vikings later this season, I think Green Bay should be favored. I really think they should be favored. I think they've got a better team than the Vikings do. The Vikings are not a 10-2 team. We will rehash that all day, every day. Anyway, so this game was kind of scary because we came in with basically a practice squad defense. DJ Reader was out for this game too. So the only defensive tackle we had was Lee McNeil, basically. And he gets injured after the first quarter. So we have a practice squad D line. We're starting Jamal Adams and Quan Alexander for the first time off the practice squad. But here's the thing with Aaron Glenn's defense. So I think what a lot of Lions fans didn't realize about Aaron Glenn, when he has a bad secondary, his defense sucks. That's true. But when he has a good secondary and his front seven is just like bits and pieces, basically, he was dialing it up. And the defense did their job and they look good. So we basically learned after this game, if you give Aaron Glenn good man coverage safeties and corners, he can do anything, honestly. You can give him a crappy front seven, he'll still make it work. The only front seven starter we had this game was Jack Campbell. This is a dude in his second year, played alongside Alex Anzalone for his entire career to this point, and he's been taking Mike linebacker responsibilities, and he's absolutely been killing it, man. So shout out to Jack Campbell for playing a very underrated role and still somehow keeping Josh Jacobs under 100 yards rushing. Josh Jacobs only had 66 yards. Pretty impressive performance by the defense. And as for the Packers, bro, Packers fans, keep coping. Keep coping. I see you guys online. I read the shit you guys say about our team. I read all the comments you make about, oh no, we're going to humble the Lions. Yeah, their defense is Swiss cheese right now. We're going to humble these guys. Yeah, no, we're going to go 10-3. The Lions aren't as good as people say they are. What happened? What happened, guys? You got swept by our team. And you know what's funny, boys? I always tell you guys, Packers fans don't really hate the Lions that much. After this game, though, for the first time in my life, I sense a little bit of genuine salt from these guys. They can't stand the fact that the refs don't quite favor them so much anymore in these matchups. They can't stand that. Here's the thing. Both teams got penalized 7 times for about 50 yards each. Ref-wise, it was actually pretty even. Some missed calls, some makeup calls. It was an evenly officiated game. But of course, when the Packers, when they get called for an OPI on a potential touchdown pass, oh no, that was a bad call. The Lions don't get called for that. Let's go down the list, shall we? 2019, Trey Flowers, 2 phantom hands to the faces. 2015, Devin Taylor, phantom face mask. Even 2011, that wasn't even a poorly officiated game, but Matt Flynn still goes off for 600 yards, and he just comes in, just out of nowhere, right? What are some other instances here? Even outside of Lions-Packers games, batted ball, 2015, Lions-Seahawks. 2017, Lions-Falcons, 10-second runoff that should have been a game-winning touchdown. Shh, stop it. 2014, wild card, Cowboys-Lions, picked up PI flag. So Lions fans, we've been through quite a bit with officiating, and everyone always used to tell us, don't complain about the officiating, that just means you're not good enough. So you know what I'm going to tell you guys, Packers fans that are complaining, Packers fans that are chill about this outcome, that you guys are not included, by the way. You guys are chill people. Packers fans, for the most part, have a great culture. I would actually love to go to Lambeau Field one day to a game. I think it would actually be a cool experience. But for the Packers fans that are just trying to cope so hard right now and just can't fathom what happened in this game, cope harder. Just cope harder. Welcome to the other side, boys. Welcome to the other side, girls. Welcome to the other side. And welcome to losing the last 6 or 7 games against a team that used to be an easy 2 wins for you guys, true, but the tides have turned. This Lions team is a contender. We're going to the Super Bowl. We're the future New England Patriots. We're an actual dynasty in the making with a real management, real good coaching, real good ownership. And the Packers just aren't that team anymore, man. You're behind the Purple Chiefs, bro. You're getting less lucky than the Vikings. The Vikings, bro.
What a
Like,
shame.
yeah, Packers, come on, man. Just let us have our fun. Let us have fun. Keep complaining we have 0 Super Bowls. I don't care. I don't care. As a Lions fan for almost 15 years now, I've seen my team suck every single year until the last couple years. I have a right to have fun. I know these guys know it too. I am purposely extra obnoxious because here's the thing. I have a little bit of trauma deep inside where I feel like, you know what? This team's probably just going to suck in a couple years again. And I'm going to have to go back to watching one of the worst franchises in football. I have that little fear in my head. The more we win games, the more I'm like, oh, when's the other shoe gonna drop? When's the other shoe gonna drop? That's the life of being a Lions fan, man. So when we're actually good and we're 12-1 and shattering franchise records, yeah, I'm gonna have fun with it. Yeah. And especially at your expense. What have the Packers been doing? They've been winning divisions like for the last 20 years pretty consistently. Yeah, I'm gonna rub it in your face. Who cares?
30.
Because here's the thing, sports is just entertainment at the end of the day. Who cares? When the Lions suck, who cares? I'm just not going to watch after a little bit. It's fine. I'll come back and they get better. I'm going to start watching these games again and I'm going to start rubbing it in. But I still stick with my team through thick and thin. I remember when Matthew Stafford had to carry our team. I remember when Jim Schwartz got fired for basically blowing a potential division win. I've sat through all the Matt Patricia years. I sat through all of that. I know what it's like to suck. I remember 0-16. I remember that. So guess what, Packers fans? Cope harder. Have fun losing in the first round. And if you don't lose in the first round, you're going to meet up with us and we're going to kick your ass so hard. I'm so excited for it. We're going to go 3-0 against the Green Bay Packers, bro. And they have to come to Ford Field. And these Packers fans are going to be like, nah, we're more of a dome team. Nah, it's not happening, man. So I got something for you. Green Bay Packers, take that. But for what it's worth, I still think you're better than the Vikings. So, you know, there's that. But you're still behind them. Purple Chiefs, go Lions. That's all I got to say.
Nicely done.
Breaking news, actually. Odds. Alabama has higher odds to win the CFP than SMU for Vegas
The winner. Yeah.
to win, which
Okay,
implies
I feel like that
being
makes
it.
sense.
Which implies being it.
No, I don't think that does imply it. I think it says that if Alabama were to be in, they'd have higher odds than SMU to win it. And I agree with those statements.
I guess we'll find out. But anyways, boys, we got some games to chat about. We got some games to pick. Starting with Jacksonville Tennessee. Wait, who won the week? What, Daniel, you won. No, Rob won the week last week. Never mind.
Wow, trying to steal it from me again.
You get to pick. Who goes? Oh wait, you picked who went first. I think how did we do it on
I let Daniel start it.
all right, then you're starting with Tennessee Jacksonville, my friend.
Ugh,
Tennessee
mid-off.
minus 3.5 in the mid-off.
So Lawrence is out, right?
Lawrence is out for the season. So it's Mac Jones
What
the rest
happened
of the
to
way.
him?
The concussion plus they just he got surgery on the arm that he hurt.
Okay. I gotta go with my boy Will then, because McCorkle is not it.
McCorkle. How did I know they barely lost to the Vikings? How did they do in the other games that McCorkle played? I'm just
Barely lost to the
curious.
Texans and
Let's
got
see.
destroyed by the Lions.
Let's see. Yeah, they got destroyed by the Lions. You're right. And then but that was with Lawrence back. Let's see. Yeah, I agree. The Titans are not good, but they're better than a McCorkle Jags.
You at least get some fun memes.
They're better than Maxonville.
Yeah, I got to take the Titans, man.
Maxonville.
All right, I'm leading this off with Miami, New York. This one's easy for me. Miami playing not necessarily fantastic football, and we are in the month of December, important to note,
It's in Miami though.
but it's in Miami, and the Jets are dog duty. So give me the Fins.
Yeah, you guys ever watch Arrested Development?
Yeah.
One of my favorite like short clips from it is when Tobias sings "Fly Me to the Moon" in the most off-key way possible at that one like club. You know what I'm talking about? It's super short,
Oh
but
God.
it's horrendous.
I'll have to check it out sometime.
I'll show you.
Okay. All right, your pick here now, Daniel.
Yep. Oh man.
Daniel totally blew himself this whole season in Honolulu Blue. Have you seen Arrested Development?
I don't think I have. I've maybe watched one
So
episode.
there's a character who was like trying to join the Blue Man group, and he speaks in a
Oh
very
yeah.
goofy way, and like he painted himself in blue, and he was like, "Michael, I blued myself, or I blew
I
myself."
blew myself, yeah.
So you basically have blew yourself.
Yeah, he is you Honolulu blew yourself.
Who blew myself? Oh man. Guys, I'm gonna take the Jets to cover. I think this game will be pretty close, but I still think Dolphins win.
Give me the Dolphins.
Fins, I guess I
Jets
can
are
go.
some real fluky stuff from.
Yo, speaking of the Jets, when are we gonna watch Enigma?
Oh, we should watch that tonight. Let's
Dude.
I'm
watch
down
it
to watch
tonight. I
that.
got
Yeah, let's
Netflix. I
do
got
it.
Netflix on
I'll
this
put the
TV.
hour after this, so we can watch
Yeah,
that.
let's do
do it.
that. I'm down. I can get in my pajamas too.
Falcons,
Ooh.
Vikes. All right, Falcons, Vikes. Daniel, you're leading us off with
This
this
is the
one.
easiest prediction of my life. The Falcons are gonna cover. I don't know who's gonna win, but the Falcons are gonna cover. The Purple Chiefs won't have it any other way.
Give me the Purple Chiefs.
I'm actually agreeing with Daniel on this one. The Vikings aren't really winning in blowouts right now. Six is too big a spread for
That
me
is quite
personally.
big. That I might regret that one.
Now that we said that, watch the Vikings win by
Is
30.
that Giants -6?
No, it's Saints by 6
Saints -5?
or 5. Saints by 5. Sorry,
5.
Saints minus 5.
And who's starting at quarterback for the Giants?
It is Tommy DeVito, I think,
It's Drew Lock.
or is it back still Drew Lock? Okay, still Drew Lock.
Oh my God. Legendary mid-offs in this morning.
Yeah,
Jeez.
right. Not gonna be missing a lot on the road.
No, we will not be.
I'll probably be following the Vikings.
Oh, these are all horrible
This is rough. Yeah.
I guess Philly too, huh? Seeding.
against the Carolina though.
14.
I'm gonna go Giants. I just like that D line.
YG. I'm gonna go with the Saints again. I've picked them a few weeks in a row now, and they burned me against the Rams. Taysom Hill being hurt in this one definitely
They
stings,
lose their whole team identity.
but the Giants just suck, man.
I'm with Beau, man. I gotta take the Saints. Yeah, I have nothing else to add.
Uh, Philly, Carolina, Philly at home, favored by 14. Um, I'm gonna take the Panthers in this one. And I know I'm the one saying, "Oh, the Panthers haven't been that bad. Oh, Bryce Young's been playing good football." There's a very clear reason why I'm gonna be picking the Panthers in this game, and you want to know why?
Why?
Apparently, a fan. No, I'm not just a better. I'm not. I won't say a fan, but a better of some team put what was I think like $3.5 million on the Eagles money line in this game, which is minus 700, which basically if you want to he bet $3.5 million for the potential of winning 400,000. I don't know why you make that bet. However, I also know this is my test. If the Eagles win, or sorry, if the Panthers win this game, I will forever think the NFL is rigged. I don't think they'll win, but I do think they'll cover 14. And let's find out if the NFL is rigged. This is my experiment, the guinea pig game. This is the control game to see if the NFL is truly rigged.
I think the Eagles are a great team. I also think they're the type of team that's prone to a letdown here and there. I think they're still gonna win this game, but I'm with Beau. I think the Panthers keep it a little closer than 14.
I'm gonna go Panthers because a spread that big makes my eyeballs pop out. Makes my eyeballs pop out like a cartoon character.
Yeah, I think this is the biggest spread this season. This is bigger than Jacksonville Detroit was.
Only the future Patriots would actually beat a spread like this.
Right. Um Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, trying to avenge their road loss to Cleveland from a few Thursdays ago, taking on the Brownies.
This has Cleveland cover written all over it, man. I think Steelers probably still win, but Browns always give him a hard time.
I'm gonna go. What's the total spread?
6.5.
6.5.
I just Broncos beat them by more than 6.5, didn't they?
Right. They did
Six.
by 9.
I'm gonna go Steelers.
I'm with you guys. I'm gonna go. Or sorry, you didn't. You disagreed. I'm with Rob. I'm gonna go Steelers. They're playing really high level football on both sides of the ball right now.
They are a good team.
So and they're at home. Browns are still the Browns. Browns is still the Browns. So yeah.
Wasn't Jamar Chase the one that said that? Or was
No,
it Teddy Bridgewater?
that was Juju Smith-Schuster
Oh, okay.
before the
I
playoff
thought it was a
game.
Bengal for some reason.
No, it's something Jamar Chase would say though. To be clear, Tampa, Vegas, battle of the pirate teams. Buccaneers 6.5 point favorites.
Yar.
Yar. In the yar to close out the Yarly games. Tampa Bay leading, or sorry, Tampa Bay favored by 6.5 at home against Aiden O'Connell. Yeah, Aiden O'Connell Raiders.
Bucks.
Bucks. I agree. The Raiders are dog
10
shit.
a.m. game too.
Yeah, Raiders are one of the teams this season where I'm like, it doesn't matter how big the spread is. I would at least think about picking against them.
I'll tell you what, if the Bucks win this game and the Falcons lose tomorrow, I think Bucks run away with the NFC South. I think the Bucks they actually suffered a lot with injuries this year, but they got a really, really damn good team. And they could be a threat for any road playoff teams coming to Ray J. But yeah, give me the Bucks for this game. Easy.
There you go. To open up the early games, the game we will be in attendance for. You know, it's funny. I've been to two home Cardinals games, and there was a blackout for both of them.
It's a blackout?
It's a blackout.
Oh, that's fun. I love a blackout.
Yeah. So, I have every Cardinal game I've been to, they wore the all blacks,
Now,
which I think
what's your record though?
I was rooting for the Bengals,
I know.
and they won, so 1-0. So, um,
Good
can-
news.
gonna get to 2-0. So here we
I
go.
think Seahawks wearing white on gray. It was just like, eh.
Yeah. So Cardinals are gonna be looking great in this game. Seahawks are gonna be looking. Yeah. However, the game itself, I think the Seahawks win. I think they've got a lot of momentum right now. I think the Cardinals have fallen on a little bit of rough time since the bye week. And I'm getting points for Seahawks. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Hawks in the Bird Bowl.
I don't know if I can trust the Andrew Tate Redux again after what happened last week. I have to take the Seahawks, bro, as much as I really
Um, I'm really interested to see what answers the Cardinals offense comes up with for the defense.
Bro,
They-
Rob, you look like blurred out here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm blurred out.
Yeah, there you
On
go.
this like
Scoot up
shows.
a little bit.
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm really interested in seeing what answers the Arizona O has for the Seahawks because what's interesting is breaking down the tape. They actually did have some good answers, but the execution was just horrendous by the Arizona players. So I'm really interested to see what's going to happen out there. I think it's going to be low scoring again. I think it'll be tight. So because of that, I'm going to take the team with the points. So I'm taking the Seahawks.
There you go. What was the line for the first game? It was only two.
I
weeks
think it
ago.
It's
was
like Arizona
-1.
Arizona
Yeah.
-1.
It was
Okay.
basically pick 'em.
Okay. Very good. All right, game of the week here. This
And
is
since
okay.
so one last thing. So, it's -3 for a home team, right?
Hmm.
Well, Cardinals don't have a home field advantage. They have no fans. So that means it is a pick 'em.
There you go.
We should change it to a pick 'em
There you
just
go.
for that troll.
Just for the troll. Well, this is the game that Tom Brady will be in attendance for, our Lord and Savior, Tom Brady.
Antichrist.
Hey, don't
How do you think he won all those rings, man? He
Hey,
made a deal with the devil.
don't disrespect him like that.
And his name is Bill Belichick.
Don't disrespect him like that.
Mahomes made a deal with the devil, to be clear. But anyways,
So did Mike Tomlin apparently.
and so did Mike Tomlin, that's right. Anyways, Rams.
This strikes
3.5 point dogs at home.
this strikes me as a kind of game that Stafford's gonna suck in. He's just gonna get probably decimated, man. Give me the Bills.
The Bills are playing really, really
I
good
thi-
football right
I
now. Oh,
think-
sorry, it's not my pick.
I think the spread being at 3.5 is absurd. Give me the Bills.
Yeah, the Bills are playing so good football right now, and the Rams have kind of started to fall on hard times recently. Give me the Bills. Niners, Bears. Niners favored by 3.5 at home.
The Bears.
Bears.
No way, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm picking the Niners. I know they're kind of beat up. They're not playing great, but back at home. But wait, this is a Eberflus game. Oh, wait. Oh, it's a good thing I didn't start typing in. Never mind. I forgot they get the fired coach bump. Give me the
I was
Bears.
hoping you wouldn't realize.
I'm still taking the Niners, guys. You guys are smoking something.
It's the fired coach
I'm
bump. It's a
smoking
real
hate.
thing. It's
Bears.
a real
I'm
thing. The
smoking
fired
hate,
coach
and
bump
it
is a
is
real thing.
strong.
Tell you what though, if SF does lose tomorrow, I think they're cooked. They're not going to the playoffs.
Oh, I think they
I
already
think they're already
are. I think
cooked,
they
man.
already are,
No, man.
especially with all the injuries they
If
have.
they win 6 and 7, give the fans false hope and have a kind of a light schedule until
And a bad
Detroit.
draft pick.
In a bad draft pick. That's right.
That's true.
Although they're gonna pick poorly anyways, because
That's true.
other
They
than
haven't
Nick
been, they haven't been
Bosa,
drafting well
other
lately.
than Nick Bosa, their first round picks.
I
I
don't
think it's
think
McClinchy.
I don't think Ricky Pearsall's been awful. Brandon Ayuk.
Okay. I mean, Ricky Pearsall, he. I'm trying to think of a good joke. He really blew a hole through that draft class.
Nah, that's a reach.
Come on.
No, he missed his shot.
That's-
That was better. I cut off the cuff and I.
That pick just didn't make any sense to me, to be honest.
No, and I'm not saying it was a good pick, but I don't think he's been terrible. I think for it to be
He
an
hasn't done
awful
anything
for
for
it to be an
spring.
awful pick, he has to have been objectively bad in the times he did play, and I don't think that's
He
been the
just hasn't
case.
done anything.
Also, you forgot about Brandon Ayuk.
How about this? Lately, their draft has been quite
Fair
bad.
enough. Fair enough. Who would the other first round picks been? Let's see, 21.
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance.
Javon
Yikes. And then
Kinlaw
they didn't
in
have a pick
20.
the next year or the year after that.
Javon Kinlaw.
Yeah, no, it's been rough. Well, to be fair, they didn't have a first round pick between Trey Lance and Ricky Pearsall. So that makes it hard. Chiefs Chargers. Chiefs 4-point favorites at home. God, that's the exact number that I would not want this game to be at.
Exactly.
I'm like,
They were
jeez.
the pick is the books have adjusted
Oh gosh, what do you mean?
because a couple months ago this spread would be big,
Yeah, a
but
couple
they've
months ago, this
adjusted
would
to
have
the
been like 9
Chargers
probably.
or Chiefs playing down.
Fuck, I hate that I have to go first on this one. Oh man. This is the exact spread I don't want to be at. So Chiefs -4. They get extended rest because they played on Black Friday. They own the Chargers recently. The games are usually close, but they do own them. Chiefs win a last second field goal. Chargers cover.
My bold pick of the week, boys. I think the Chargers win.
I like it. I
I
like
think
that.
Chris Collinsworth
am
gets sent to the cry box.
I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing.
Oh, all
Yes.
right.
Go.
I think Chargers are built to play in this weather, and Minter
They are.
will miss with his head.
They
I
are.
agree.
And then the last game of the
Or his,
week.
no.
There could be. The Joke Bowl, the Simpsons Bowl, Bengals, Cowboys. Dope.
The Dope Bowl.
The Dope
The
Bowl.
double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the Cowboys record? Are they 4 wins too?
They're 5-7, I
Are they
think.
5-7?
Yeah,
There's
they got
5
five
wins.
wins.
Jeez, man. Even the Cowboys have more wins than us. That's fucking sad.
Here's how you should spell it. It should be D apostrophe OWL. The Dole.
Dole. Yeah. Anyways, I'm not picking first in this game. I'm picking last, actually, funny enough.
wow.
But Bengals favored by 5.5 on the road.
I think Bengals beat the spread easily, man. Dallas is not a good team, dude.
Joe's gonna carve him up, man.
I think all those things are true, but I also just don't have any faith in this team. They also haven't won in Dallas since 1988,
Wow.
so I'm
Well,
going Dallas.
That is
Pretty good predictor. I wish I knew that.
Yeah,
That's fine.
these are the sorts of stats you learn along the way.
Bengals still beat the spread.
Push every game. We can do it.
We have a push on a 5.5 point spread.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Yep.
do it.
Let's do it. All
I
right.
believe.
Picking a push on a half-point spread would be freaking bold, man. Well, that's it then, boys. I mean, shoot, that was kind of a fast podcast,
It
actually.
was. I think we kept it running smoother because
Let's
we were
see.
talking in person.
Yeah, because we're all together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all in person. So let's see. What are we at? Where are we at? What's the time at? We are at 49 minutes.
Wow.
That's a new record. Yeah, I think we're getting a little less sidetracked. Um, Well, that's it then. Unless any more thoughts, want to talk a little college ball? Any takeaways from tonight's games, or want to save that till Tuesday?
Save it.
Let's save it to
We have so
Tuesday.
little to talk about in college anyway.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, save it
true.
for Tuesday. Rob will have some more Twitter material for us
That's true.
by
All
then.
right.
And
All
we'll
right.
find out the official playoffs.
There you
That's
go.
true. That is true.
There you go. I'm looking forward to it then, boys. That's it for this edition of the West Coast Draft Podcast. The first ever, hopefully not,
Live and in
and
person.
not last ever live and in person broadcast. It's been fun chatting with you
It's been
today,
a
boys.
blast.
It's been a blast. We are going to watch the Aaron Rodgers documentary
Yeah,
now.
we'll have an update on that.
We'll have to
next
talk about
episode.
that. I'll have a Hard Knocks update on the next episode as well. So it'll be a good times had by all. Closing thoughts, Mr. Daniel.
Matt LaFleur is a crybaby. Packers fans are coping. Lions are the best team in the North now. Get absolutely wrecked.
One thing to add about that game is
Okay.
Dan Campbell absolutely dragged his balls
No, he did.
on
He always does.
or yeah, Dan Campbell dragged his balls on Matt LaFleur's
He
face.
always does, man.
And
Every game he does.
I don't know if you mentioned it, but your idea of how Daniel felt during that
Oh,
fourth and
yeah.
one.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's true. I didn't actually get to watch the game because I was working late that night until I got back home. The only plays I saw were the 4th and inches conversion and the game-winning field goal. And that's all I really needed to see. Because the rest of the game is just Dan Campbell, like Rob said, just dragging his balls all over LaFleur's face. It's predictable. Happens every game now.
There you
Easy.
go. Closing thoughts, Rob.
Easy to
If
lose.
one of us go bird watching, all of us go bird watching. If one of us click like, all of us click like. If one of us subscribe, all of us subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Try fit.
Easy.